What do you do for work?
I'm a tire and lube technician,
And how much do you make doing that role?
roughly 48 a year.
For the role when you started, did you negotiate your salary when you started?
There was a little negotiation, not much, but I did work up a little bit,
Do you know percentage-wise kind of how much in addition you kind of negotiated?
maybe 4-5% up.
Okay.
Not much at all.
85% of people who negotiate their salary are successful. And so just getting people to even start that conversation is important.
Absolutely.
And then once you get going, you can always negotiate more and, take a little bigger leap next time if you feel it's in the right scenario. But
Yes.
just starting it is such an important part.
Yes, it is, and they left a little room down the line.
Yeah.
Based off your performance, basically.
And then do you have any kind of set annual raises, thing like that?
Not annually, no. You can do it commission based off of kind of how many cars and how much you produce daily when you get a little further along in it. But starting off, it's just hourly base pay.
What do you do for work?
So I do auto assembly, pretty much door panels for Ford F-150s, Lincoln Navigators, out for a company called Forbia out in Saline. Been there for about 4 or 5 years. It's pretty fair, very easy. Honestly, I recommend anybody get into it if you're looking for something long-term with the benefits and whatnot. It's definitely worth it.
What's your salary there?
Well, when I started, it wasn't really so much. I was at $16.50. Now I'm at $23.50 an hour, and there is consistent overtime. So it's pretty good. It pays the bills, takes care of the kids, the wife, pays the bills. So
Nice. And then when you started, were you able to negotiate your salary?
no, when I started, it was just flat rate, $16.50 an hour, and eventually every year we'd get a dollar raise, and I believe they're supposed to be renegotiating our contract this year. So we'll see how that goes.
Nice.
Hopefully good.
Awesome. And you like it?
It pays the bills, as I said. You got to do what you got to do. So it definitely pays the bills. Around this time of year, it is a bit slower. This is our off season where they lay everybody off. So around this time of year, I tend to go back to my demolition work and keep busy kind of till April, and then kind of steer back towards that route.
What do you do for work?
I waitress at a Leo's.
And how much do you make waitressing or serving?
It varies, but anywhere from 40 to 50,000 a year.
Okay. And then are you on tip wages?
I am.
Okay, so did you negotiate your tip wage?
I did not. No. I make like $3.75 an hour, and then plus whatever you make on tips.
Yeah, but the good thing about Michigan, they're actually getting rid of tip wages, so they're going to raise it up until 2030 until they're basically just paying a normal minimum wage for all tip wage employees.
I heard.
Are you excited about that?
I'm not.
You're not?
No.
Do you think you make more money as it is just making tips?
I think yes. Yeah. I don't think many servers are excited about it.
And how do you feel about negotiating just your minimum tip wage? Do you think that's something that's doable or not for servers?
I think for some people it might be doable, but it just depends on who you work for, honestly, in the business that you work for.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I was a server, and I know a lot of it depended on where you worked. So was there like automatic gratuity on large parties? Okay, that's helpful, things like that. How much do people normally tip, or is it kind of the area? And so a bunch of factors went into kind of your final pay, basically.
yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.